Alright, ladies and gentlemen, good morning if you happen to be in the United States of America. Good afternoon if you happen to be in Europe. And I don't know what time it is anywhere else, because I don't pay attention to world affairs, because I'm an uncultured piece of shit. Welcome, City Skylines. That's what we're going to be playing a little bit of here, as you can hear in the background, no doubt. Everything should hopefully be pretty much ready to rock and roll, so let's just jump right in. I have played a little bit, so I'm not starting from scratch. Here we go. Let us continue our game. It's apparently already DLC for it. I'm sure that's not true, because the game isn't actually out yet. But City Skylines, I don't believe, is going to be out for about a week. So... And this is my city so far. And this is the space that I currently have. And you think, oh, well, that's kind of small. Yeah, but you can buy more of it. I can buy all of this land. Yes. I just bought this section right here, which is a huge new piece of land. This would be about the size of a city in SimCity. It's a little bit bigger than that. You don't have to worry too much about that. So this is my current city right now. It appears to be on fire, which is generally not good. I do have a fire department somewhere. Oh, there he is. There you go. Go sort that shit out. There's actually a lot of people working on that, so I'm sure it'll be fine. As far as I'm aware, there was no online DRM of any description. And no, it doesn't have any of the bullshit that SimCity had in it. Can you let me know about the sound levels? I have this funny feeling the sound levels might be a little bit too high, but do let me know. There we go. Come on, put it out. It's still bloody on fire. And we appear to be having some power issues over here as well. Okay. Do I have enough money to build another wind turbine? You see, I decided to go all green on this city, and that was apparently a big mistake, because not only is it taking a lot of space, but it's not keeping up with the power requirements. Alright, well, we saved that. We are actually short on workers, by the looks of it. We are going to need more residential in order to make sure these folks actually have what they need. This is... I don't know what they're growing here, but it disturbs me greatly. Game sound is a bit high. Okay, I'll deal with that for you. Thought it might be. There we go. I've reduced it a little bit. Let me know if that's okay for you. The bird is the word. It's basically an in-game Twitter that it tells you about various things and also makes a bunch of jokes. Like, I just put a policy in place that gave out free smoke detectors to everybody. And so someone tweeted that their cat was just saved by a smoke detector. So this little Twitter thing is like, it's a way of kind of keeping you up to date on the city's affairs. And we seem like we're... Actually, we have too many educated workers and not enough uneducated workers here by the looks of it. We need to sort that out. We actually need some well-educated workers as well, so these guys are probably not doing too well. Alright, I don't have a lot of money. I might have to take out another loan. Because we are running low on power. Let's see what I can do with the power. I don't have enough. I'd love to build some advanced wind turbines. Unfortunately, I don't have the population for that yet. Nope, let's not build roads. That would be bad. Okay, let's take out a loan. I'm going to need one. I'm working on this one right here. Oh, is that well paid off yet? No. I have lots to pay off on that one. The game doesn't start off being particularly easy, so... There are some issues with that. There we go. And we can plop down another one. I've kind of reserved this entire space for my wind farm here. How much I've checked out of the game so far, you can quite clearly see. This is as much as I've checked out up to this point. This is my first city, so... Alright. Well... We do need to think about educating our workers a little bit more. I think we're okay on rubbish collection up to this point. Our industrial's looking good. We still have plenty of space around here to expand our residential. But I think what we need is a better school, which we currently cannot afford. Great, so no high school here, I'm afraid. Alright, well, let's expand residential. I should have the power now to deal with that. I probably want to expand it in here. So let's see if we can bring the roads together. I'm having some road issues, I've got to say. Like, the roads sometimes don't work the way that I expect them to. You see there's a clipping issue right here? The road still works, but there's like a stuck car, so there's some weird shit going on there. Bear in mind the game isn't out yet, so there is still room for some patching. But if I put a road down here, down the center, we should be able to make something out of it. There we go. We can demolish those power lines and just rebuild them, it's fine. Actually, if we just go one stage to the right, then that won't even be a problem, will it? There you go. Cool. So then we can have... That's just kind of basic road. Now, the way that zoning works in this is interesting. Like, it generally sticks to the side of the roads here, so you can zone this way, or you can zone manually. So I could drag the zone out here if I wish to, which I do. I think that, and it also shows you, like, what's within road access range. So if you're more than 4 squares away from a road, you're not going to get very far. So we want to zone out this area here. Dark areas are better for wind turbines. What? Really? Based on what information? Dark areas? That doesn't mean anything. I don't see any dark areas anywhere. Unless, of course... Ah, it works this way. Okay. Ah, I see. So, actually, my my megawatt production fucking sucks. Alright. Well, that's good to know. When I get my advanced wind turbines, I suppose I'll demolish this entire area, turn it into an industrial park, and then build my wind turbines here instead. Ah, well, thank you for the information. I'm not sure how you already know this. I guess you probably watched Quill's stream. Alright. Well... What is with the waterworks? It's working fine, right? Are we having waterworks issues? It's operating normally. Let's see. Do we actually have enough water? Yeah, we do. We've got loads. We've got absolutely loads. We're only consuming half our capacity, so that's not a problem. But I would imagine that we probably don't have proper pipeways connected here. So if we want to turn this all into a residential area, we're going to need a pipeway, which we can build. And we can just connect it to the pipes here, and everything should work just fine. Cool. Alright, so let's turn all of this into residential. And I want to kind of keep this area here, so maybe we can put some nice services. I also would like to make sure they upgrade, so if I put like a... Do I have enough space for a park? We actually do? Maybe? Right, was right here? We wreck all of the power lines if we build that. I think we're actually okay power lines-wise, though, aren't we? No, because this entire area is going to go offline, I think. Or will it? I'm actually not sure if it will. We're going to build the park. There we go, because, I mean, it makes this entire area happy. That should also mean that they're going to upgrade. The park needs power? No. There you go. Yeah, so power's fine. We're good. Alright, so we've got some stuff going here, which is nice. We're going to need a bit more commercial soon. Still doing fine on the residential. We need our taxes, so we're going to need as many residential areas as possible. And also to get them to frickin' upgrade to something useful. A lot of these are still very basic housing, because we just don't have the facilities to get anyone higher than that yet. Yeah, apparently the game does have Steam Workshop support, which is nice. This might be a nice place. I really want to connect all of this up, because quite frankly, this road system is unnecessary. This is the main kind of road here, but I fucked it up in some way. So I'm not entirely sure how to fix that. Let's pause the game and see if we can actually fix this road. I don't know what the hell's up with it. Because you've got 2 separate roads right here. I mean, we could just keep going and connect to this. But we also need a way for people to turn. That was the main problem we had with the rubbish disposal trucks. They're coming from here. And then, in order for them to actually turn around, it's really difficult. There we go. So we got that connected to that, and then it's like space already occupied. Like, really? That doesn't seem like it is. There we go. Now that should actually turn properly into that. That should fix that problem. There we go. So there is a proper turn there, and they can now access this part of the road, which should solve most of the traffic issues I had here. What would still be nice is if I had a way for them to get all the way across to the other side. This does not work. Like, I've tried this. I wanted to make this an area where they could use, like, a box junction just to get all the way across. Or here, but they can't do it for some reason. I'm not really sure why that is. It keeps saying space already occupied. This entire area is basically divided off, so the problem we have with our rubbish trucks is they come from here, they go to this side. In order to access this, they have to go all the way over here and then turn there. I'm not 100% sure why that is. Like, there is a bit of jank to the roadway design. It's probably somewhat my fault, but simultaneously, you'd think that turning this area just into a box junction would be easy. It doesn't seem to be. Like, you can do roundabouts, but they take up so much fucking space that, like, unless you gotta set it up in advance, otherwise you're really fucked. I mean, we could delete this bit, but it also fucks up everything, so I'm not sure if this is a good idea, but we'll see if we can maybe fix this. I think it's probably this curve right here that does it. Maybe we could have like a box junction further along here. People are going to get super OCD, as they always do whenever I play a city builder. It's the worst. Yeah, so that doesn't help, but if we... You'd think that we could do a box junction somewhere around here, but we can't. Like, there's no way to connect these roads. Which is, quite frankly, really annoying. Yeah, I'm not... We already have a highway connection. It's right there. But I'm just not sure how to fix that, honestly. I don't know. There's also, of course, you can do curved road, which you would think would probably be the way to connect this up. But I see nothing that actually connects. See what I mean? It's like space already occupied, distance too short, can't connect here, can't connect there. Can't connect fucking anywhere. You do need to build power lines manually, but once a power's connected to a district, it's all fine. Water you do need to run under everything, kind of like SimCity 4. That doesn't happen automatically, you need to run the pipes yourself. But, I mean, I guess it's not the worst problem. They can still turn around here, it makes the road a little bit longer than it should be, but it's not the worst thing ever. You can't. Like, as far as I know, you can't do that. I have tried. I've tried to fix this road issue. Like, I can't do it. I don't know how to. It just does not work. Interesting. Was this area not zoned off? No, we could... I mean, all of this can be residential. We still need tons of it, so... We should zone this for residential, and then maybe put just a little bit more commercial to the side here. Again, I've tried the single road thing. It doesn't work. It's all, you know, it's busted. I have tried, as you can see. You cannot connect them. So, I don't know what I've messed up there, but I have. Unique buildings. I haven't unlocked any of these yet. Alright, what are we looking at? Well, we still need more residential. Just more people in general in order to staff all of the shit that we have going on here. Oh, is that abandoned? Looks like it is. Get rid of that. If there's an abandoned building, you've got to demolish it. And then it will just rezone for you. You can also do districts, which allows you to, like, determine various different things. So I could district an area to be like the forest industry, which would have various different characteristics. I can specialize in agriculture and a bunch of other stuff as well. As it stands, like, I'm just zoned generally for generic industry in this area. Can you build solar panels? Good question. Probably. Oil, hydro, solar. Yeah, you can build solar, but I haven't unlocked it yet. You need 20,000 people to do that. Ah, oh, damn it. That got abandoned. That's kind of annoying. I thought it was doing well. Evidently not. The competition's fairly happy. There's a little poster on the side of that. Look at that. It's actually quite a nice detail. Okay, we are still zoning residential. Lots of it. Wish I had the money for a high school. That would be nice. Don't want to zone residential too close to the industrial here. This whole area can be industrial. Actually, we do need some more of it, so... There we go. Well, it should look like SimCity, because it's quite like SimCity. It just happens to not be rubbish like the current SimCity. So that's a plus. The goals really seem to be about unlocking buildings, and that it comes in various population levels. So, like, if I want to unlock a university, I need 7,500 population. We only have 39% educated in this city. We're all very stupid. That is possibly something we need to deal with. Congratulations, you have reached 2,600, which is unlocked. So I can actually purchase a new piece of land, again, which is 2x2. I like the fact that these are the size of the whole access you have to SimCity. These areas are the size of a SimCity city, so you can have more than that. We got no... as you can see, there are unlocks here. All of these unique buildings require specific things to happen. So we've now got access to transport, level 3 unique buildings and buses, or industry specialization is available. We can put recycling policies in place. New roads. These might help a bit, although I'm not... And we have advanced wind turbines. And we're going to need to build a cemetery almost immediately, I think. Because now suddenly people are going to be dying and complaining about it. They weren't dying before that. There we go, just run it all the way under there. I would love to. Oh, it gave me money. Cool. We can actually get the damn high school now. It's okay, guys. We don't have to be uneducated hacks anymore. That would be a terrible thing, wouldn't it? What's the best place to put the high school? What does it cover? It covers basically this area. The best place to put it is probably actually in the commercial district. The problem is the route access. So the majority of our like good stuff is here, so I think we actually want it over here. Yeah, let's pop it here. There we go. That's made all that area happy. That should sort a lot of the education issues out. Now, I haven't spoken to any of the developers. And we're having power issues. But we can start building those advanced wind turbines we're talking about. So, I think this area... You need water. Oh, I suppose you can access that. Wait, what? Why do you need water exactly for this? Oh, I suppose you would. Allows you to build advanced wind turbines on water areas to save space. Ah, I see. Unfortunately, they produce jack shit, so we don't really want to be building those there. We want to probably set up a second wind farm somewhere that actually has wind, as opposed to my current area, which has fuck all wind. So we're going to start producing one here. There we go. So we get 2 wind turbines up, and then we can connect them to the power network. What's the best way to connect them to the power network? Power lines are running this way. Yeah, we actually have power lines running that way too, so we can connect them to the network that way. Space already occupied by what exactly? There we go, just run them that way. I don't care about straight lines, and you can all go to hell. There we go. So that's 14 more megawatts of that. Alright, let's think about transportation. We're not really having too many traffic problems, I don't think, but let's see if we can work on buses. Can't afford them. $30,000 for a fucking bus depot. Wow. Expensive. I would love to. That would be great, but I can't afford it right now, so... And apparently some people are whining because they don't have access to water. But I don't see anyone that does have it. Everyone has access to water, by the looks of it. Except this one fucking thing right here, apparently. He's the one complaining. There you go. Problem solved, I think. We should really think about demolishing some of this and repurposing it. I don't care about your OCD. That's the most obnoxious shit in the universe, by the way. A streamer will tell you that. My OCD! Fuck off. I'm a messy person by nature. You're just going to have to deal with that. Let's up taxes to 13%. They'll probably be happy with that. Well, I can't imagine they'll be happy with it, but they'll be happy enough. And then we can work on more residential. I think we can just put it around the side here, can't we? Yeah, why not? make sure this pipeline is still running properly. Okay, let's just expand that area. It'd be nice if we could use this. I think we'll probably want to run a road right down the middle here. See if we can use this area for something a little bit more. I'll have to probably demolish a house to do it, but it gives us more space and access, so it would make more sense to do it. And then we can expand the residential even further. And on the other side, we can maybe get some parks, which will help us upgrade. Pop a small park in there. Jesus, even the small parks are huge. We can fit a playground in. That's a plus. Hopefully without demolishing anything. There we go. Pop one there and pop one there. And that's going to make everybody a bit happier. Again, the whole OCD thing online is completely overblown. Some people have legitimate OCD and probably shouldn't be watching video game streams if they do. Like, the kind of OCD that literally ruins your fucking life because someone made a road slightly ajar is the kind of thing that would suggest to me that you shouldn't be watching streams. And then there's the other people who are like, "Hey, my OCD!" No. You don't have OCD, you have Tumblrism, which is a horrible disease, but nonetheless is not the same thing. Yeah, the game's launch price is actually pretty cheap. I was surprised by that. I had an email from Green Man Gaming, I think, that said it was like $25. Let me just double check that. Huh, game even runs in the background for you. That's nice, isn't it? It's not an expensive game. Cities, Skylines. Not Cities XL, you suck. Yeah, Skylines is $30. And you can actually get 20% off the pre-purchase, I believe. Not that you should pre-order video games, but... I've only put a couple of hours in. Again, I'm not ready to give a proper judgment on it, because I, frankly, simply have not had enough time with the game. You know how SimCity was. Like, SimCity felt great in the first, like, 10 hours, and then shit went to hell. Really need to start thinking about demolishing this and replacing it with... because, I mean, this area could be a larger industrial park. I think I can buy more land, can't I? But, actually, I don't need it. I've got so much space. I don't need to buy any more land yet. Definitely need to think about putting roads down the middle of this and making these into more populated districts. Yeah, I mean, it's a Paradox game, which probably means it's going to be mostly DLC supported, which I'm frankly fine with. Like, if you played other Paradox games, they have some really nice DLC. Quill's put 28 hours in already? Fuck my life. Wow. Don't know how he managed that. To be fair, Quill goes hard on certain games, so which is kind of what his channel's all about. I wouldn't do this. I don't think I need to do this with Jenna. Like, the only reason I did SimCity with Jenna is just because she played more of it than me. Jenna hasn't played any of this yet. Alright, let's run a road here. That's not straight. This will be there. That's slightly ajar. I do wish it was a little easier to make proper square roads, I have to admit. I do keep slightly messing them up, which is a little irritating. I wonder if there's a hotkey to make perfectly square roads. You see, it's a little bit wonky. Whatever. I don't mind too much. You will, but I don't. Alright. So we can run more industrial along here. I just don't want to run it too close to the residential. Shift click? Interesting. Let me give shift click a try. That doesn't do a damn thing. But thanks for the suggestion. Now it's even wonkier than it was in the first place. Alright, let's make sure we run water underneath this, otherwise we're not going to be getting anywhere. Control... I don't know, you're just guessing, aren't you? You don't actually know the answer to this question. Alright, I want industrial on this side, and I want to keep the residential away from it, preferably. There we go. Probably don't need too much more road access. I haven't had any congestion problems in the industrial area at the minute. Admittedly, it is a fairly small industrial area, comparatively speaking. There we go. Now we have some industrial building. Net neutrality. There we go. Actually, we should have a look at the policies and see if there's anything we can do here. Or should do. Recreational drug use. Yeah. Increased police budget, moderately increased tourism, slightly reduced crime rate. So we need more police presence, but yeah, let's legalize recreational drug use. And we can also increase parks and recreation, which is going to increase the value of land around our parks, which is good. Have a look at newly unlocked service. I would love to. I can't afford it. You keep telling me this. I need to raise more money by selling pot. The music just reminds me of SimCity's music. It's not like you can just turn it off. I mean, why wouldn't you legalize it? Let's be real here. I'm sorry, if cigarettes are legal, marijuana is not. There's only one reason for that, and it's called fucking lobbying. Alright. Let's have a quick look at this. Well, yeah, I'm aware of that. I intend to demolish the shit. We need to run through the middle. Yeah, okay. Let's put the space already... do I need to use... I might need to use a slightly larger road. No? What is with that? Like, that should just be knocking all that stuff over. Why is that not working? That is a mystery to me. Let's try running it this way. Okay, this works for some reason. So could you tell me why... Oh, hang on a minute. I'm running it through the school, aren't I? No? No, I'm not. Because that's a school building, right? Yeah, so we can't run it through that. But we can run it through these houses. So why exactly is it not letting me do that? You see what I mean? That is a zoned building. Are you blind? See? Green. Zoned building. It is literally just not letting me build this for no reason. Why would I move the school? It's not in the way of the road. Are you blind? We've talked about the power lines. The power lines will just be knocked down. So that's really not that big a deal. As you can see, these are all zoned buildings. They should be knocked down, and they are not. So, I don't know what the problem is there. Anyway, we have a road down the middle, so it's not too big a deal. We can always just spread out from there if need be. So if we just run a road right up to the back of the house. See, this will connect now. Now this works. That obviously won't, because that's where the school is. And now this works. I don't have an explanation for that. And chat is just yelling random shit that I don't understand, so whatever. at the back there. Which unfortunately must be placed roadside. That's fine, I'll just plonk it here before we zone this area. No, great, this again. Oh, okay, so you can only connect one at a time. You can't just run it right through. And I assume that applies to roads as well. Okay, that makes a bit more sense. Ah, we finally actually need commercial. Such a rare sight. And we have worker issues across the board by the looks of it. We have 2 over-educated workers. We have lots of jobs available. And we're having power issues again. But we do, thankfully, almost have enough money to build the buses again. Plonk down a 6 megawatt power there. That should do the trick. We have access to more road stuff now, which makes things even more damn difficult. Okay, we can build a highway. Don't think we really need one right now. And this, I don't know what that is. That looks very complicated. A cloverleaf intersection. Yes, we do not in any way have the space for that. Alright, let's build the bus station now. We can do it. Best place to put it. Wouldn't be terrible over here, I guess. And now we apparently have even more power issues. Alright. I thought we'd actually built enough. Guess we hadn't. Get another wind turbine up. That should sort things out. I don't have a good enough opinion of the game yet. Like, it takes too long to... It takes a long time to figure out what's wrong with the city builder, because initially a city builder probably works just fine. Like, SimCity, in the first 10 hours, seemed like a great SimCity game, and then the whole thing falls to pieces when you realize that it's a giant facade. So, it takes a long time, and I'm probably going to put, like, 15 hours minimum into this before I even attempt to assess it. The wind map apparently did shift. It's either that or because I have lots of wind turbines in the same place that the wind is, I guess, blocked. Something along those lines. I've had some money issues. You have to take loans early on in the game to really expand at any reasonable rate. I found that to be a bit of a bind. I think I might need more fire department. I've maybe just got enough to keep the fire department rolling. Can you remove the Twitter? That's a great question. If you can, it's not in the options menu. It's the news feed, I guess, so... Yeah, there doesn't appear to be a way to do that. Unless there is a way to turn it off here. Oh, I don't see a way to do that. So, nope, looks like you can't turn off the Twitter, folks. That might be a piece of information that Paradox would like to know. People want the Twitter turned off. Either that or just move it. Like, putting it right in the center of the screen is maybe a little bit obnoxious. You could easily have it on the bar right here. In fact, like, this entire area seems to be wasted space, as is this. So you could probably have the Twitter feed here and not have it there, which is in the middle of the screen. Okay, we're working on bus routes. Okay, where to put bus lines? Well, thankfully these go pretty much anywhere, so... Let's Not quite the route I was... Oh, yeah, I keep forgetting. This is a fucking... This is America, so it goes that way, doesn't it? Okay. Add a stop here. Trying to make one as efficient as possible. Add a stop here. Obviously, we need to give it access to our industrial areas. That's poison. That doesn't sound good. Add one here. And then have one kind of loop around and connect. Yeah? Does that then... How do I actually connect them? Ah, so you complete the line by doing that. Okay. Alright, so that's how that bus route goes. Which makes sense. I mean, that services this area and takes it around here. I'm not so keen on this, or what is all this poison shit going on? A dead person. Oh, I don't have a crematorium, of course. I guess we can just put the cemetery in the industrial zone, is it? Right next to the garbage pile. Perfect. Everyone is very happy with my decision. Where else would we put it? That's convenient. We can put, like, the bits that we don't need in the... in this. There we go. And go in the landfill. So if we have any problems with space, the landfill's right there. What a great city. What a great idea. Yeah, people die in this game, so they need to be transported to the cemetery. We can store 3,000 dead bodies, apparently. If we so desire. What's the budget for moving dead people? Alright, so we have one bus line that kind of services half the city. So we want to probably build another one that services this area and also connect it to the rest of the industrial area. Because I assume these guys are probably working here. Not that I wonder if there's a way to tell. Because I know in SimCity, well, SimCity people didn't actually have permanent homes. That was a giant fucking lie. Alright, so probably best to put the first line here. I keep having to remember that this is, in fact, America. So things are on the right side. Stop here would be sensible. See, this is where things go to hell. Because, as you can see, we did this horribly wrong. But that's fine. I mean, they can loop all the way around here. And we can add multiple stops in at the industrial areas here. Add one here. The bus system's quite elegant. I think it's because, isn't the developer the same guy that did Cities in Motion? Which was all about this. Cool. And then they can come back up here. We can add a stop there. We can add a stop at the commercial area. And then we can reconnect in an overly complicated way. Great. Fantastic. That should do the job. Map overlays. I actually haven't seen those, but then again, I haven't been looking for them. Those that... By the way, that's how big your city can be on this map. You can have all of these areas right here, you can buy them. So your city can be that large, which is pretty crazy. And it runs well, too. Like, SimCity ran shittily. This runs really, really well. It's going around the whole highway because we have no other way of access, so it's going to be a little bit annoying, but that's going to have to be the only way that it goes. They have to go all the way around to reconnect, because I've got some road issues around here that I can't quite figure out. Apparently you can get even bigger than that. That's cool. Alright, well, let's increase budget to the buses then, because they're clearly doing pretty well for us. Let's get more buses in the city. It's not even that expensive. We can up it to 150% budget. There we go. And the transportation should hopefully solve a lot of our traffic issues. You can buy apparently in total 9 tiles. Wow, that's huge. Alright, we now need more residential once more. As is the way of things. We need to kind of... I'd like to make these areas a bit more We can't zone for big yet. We need 7,500 to get a high density. We have problems with this area right here. We really need another fucking road running down here. There we go. And then we can zone this area for more residential. Considering the amount of fires we've got, I think we do need a second fire department. So, all of this is very vulnerable to burning to the ground. We might want to sort that out. There we go. The industrial area being on fire is probably not brilliant. I don't know if I can fix it by turning it into a highway. I can try. I don't know how the highways even work in this game. I need to read that. There's a thing which lets you... Or there's apparently a post on the forum that people are showing me that is all about roads. As you can see, that doesn't work. Like space already occupied. I'd have to demolish, I guess, before I even did that. Usually, I think you can just upgrade straight up. It may just be that I don't have the space for it. I don't know. Let's... If I delete this road, I'm gonna have problems, aren't I? Yeah, so I can turn this bit into a highway, which made everyone really unhappy. Rats, guys. Everyone's sad now. Okay, we can demolish the rest of it and just, like, turn... Ooh, hello. That was nice, but that didn't do what I wanted it to do. Ah, it's kind of a cinematic mode, okay. Which I guess runs at 30 FPS. Yeah, of course, manual saving and loading. It's right here. So if we just demolish, like, the whole middle of the road, and then we can turn it into a highway, right down the center. But a point has been made that there... Maybe we should just have the highway on the industrial side where people don't give a fuck. That probably would have made more sense. Let's demolish that, turn it back into... Because we could go with the... Yeah, we'll just go with the 6-lane road. 6-lane road is an improvement. Admittedly, people are like, wah, 6-lane road, but whatever. And then we could put the highway on the other side, maybe. I don't even think we need this much, but hey. Still hasn't solved this box junction issue that we have. I'd have no idea how to solve that. But hey. Yeah, let's just upgrade the whole lot to 6-lane. It'll make things faster in the long run. Well, I didn't mean to demolish that, and I don't think there's an undo button, so I guess he'll rebuild later. I certainly hope deleting while paused doesn't fuck up my bus routes. That would suck. Not to say that it's not entirely possible. And that demolishes all of that. I think we might have made a horrible mistake. Because now I'm not sure this fits. Oh, yeah, it does. But we have this connection problem here. Okay. Now we don't have the ability to... for our guys to turn around anymore. Well, that's not good. Okay. So that now connects here, but we want this to... There we go. There we go. Problem solved. It's a bit wonky, but it does the job. So now they have the connection there. I do still want them to have a box junction, but... since I have not found a single solution to that problem yet, There we go. Alright, well, we have better road access. It hasn't really... I don't think it's really made much difference, but... this will do a bit better. Also, we may have demolished a bunch of shit, but hey. This was all commercial, wasn't it? Well, the traffic is flowing a lot smoother now and a lot faster, so that's the main thing. Unfortunately, all of the people have moved out because they don't like noise. Well, fuck me! Sorry for giving you the road access that you so desperately craved. Also, did all the industrial really just disappear? We had a bunch of industrial here. Where the fuck did it go? Well, we can rebuild commercial instead then, if they're going to be bitches. You really telling me they won't live next to a fucking road? Jesus, people live next to roads all the time. Just put cheaper housing there. How hard is that? And now the commercial is complaining they have road access. How the fuck would commercial complain that it had road access? That's fucking hugely helpful. Oh god, people have a very easy time driving to the place that we want to sell them things in. Jesus, this is the worst. I don't know if it disappeared because I, like, bulldozed the road. It might have, but you wouldn't expect it to, and it shouldn't really when you paused. They have access, it's right here. See? They can come this way. We could also, of course, give them access here. I still want to fix this, and it annoys me that I can't. This still could have just driven all the way around there. It would have been easy. Okay, maybe, just maybe this road actually does need more of an upgrade than I initially thought. So, there's apparently a road upgrade button. This one? There we go. We're going to have to demolish a lot of industrial, but simultaneously, we have massive traffic problems in the industrial area. I wonder if we can alleviate some of that by maybe moving some of these around. If we relocate some of these power buildings, put them somewhere more useful, then we could run a road up here, which would maybe alleviate some of the issues we have. It's the 4-lane. We're still going to have to demolish a shitload of stuff, one way or the other. Okay, now let's just run one right down here. That should alleviate some of our traffic problems without having to knock over all of the industrial zone. There we go. Things are a little bit nicer now. That's a lot of buses we have. This area is still a bit busy. Zone this. Why not? I want to make sure we have a road connection so we can, like, build a huge new residential zone here. We're running into blackouts again, are we? Okay. Yeah, I mean, so far I'm liking it. The chat makes me like it less, but that always happens whenever we do a city builder. Chat is the worst. But no, I mean, it seems a fuckload better than SimCity was, I'll tell you that for a fact. Hard to say exactly how much better, because of course we haven't played it long enough, but... Ah, interesting. So that measures it out in blocks. So it's kind of like a measurement ruler. That's handy. Cool, so now we have access to all of these areas. Technically, we want these to be narrower, because there's a lot of wasted space in the middle there, but what we could do is just road down the middle to increase access. So now we can use that. That. Yeah, so this is optimal. And it actually shows you a little ruler on the measurement thing, which will show you where you can zone. So if I put roads like this, I can zone all of this into residential. That's a neat feature. I like that. I didn't realize that before. Okay, we have reasonable access to this area, I think. We can always build more if need be. This is going to cause a bunch of power issues, I imagine, but we can fix that. And then just zone all of this. The game doesn't require an internet connection as far as I know. Don't worry, it's not like SimCity. You don't have to worry about that. As far as I know, there was no internet connection required at all. Let's dump down 4 more wind. There we go. Oh yeah, water. Probably want to do that. We're running to the point where actually we need more water pumps. Let's get another pump on onto the network there. There we go. That should solve the... Oh, we're almost... We're probably going to need more water treatment as well, actually. Currently, we're just pumping it into the fucking lake because we're terrible people. That should increase capacity, and then we can make sure that we have proper access here to water. It's a bit wonky, but hey. That covers most of it outside of this bit here, but we're not actually worried about that right now. Yeah, but it's pumping downstream. It's fine. That's how water works. It goes downstream, so we don't give a fuck. All right. I'm well aware that I'm planning on for what? I don't want to find max placements because they also generate noise, so you don't want them next to residential areas. It doesn't necessarily matter if they're not optimal. I'm more concerned about our residents being happy. Increase the land value to allow upgrades. Yep. We do need to do that. The land value around here is pretty shitty. And we've got a lot of space to do it as well. Can build overpasses by pressing page up. Okay, can I overpass this area? Page up. That doesn't do anything. At least not here. Oh, hello. That's huge. What the fuck? Look at the size of that thing. What am I going to do with that? I don't know how to use that. Apparently we didn't properly service this area. We've already talked about the Twitter app. You can't get rid of it, and that's something that should probably change. There's a weird texture they have there. Very strange. We actually need more commercial. We should probably send bus routes over here as well. This entire area isn't properly serviced by buses, so let's create a new bus line. Can we just connect it to the other bus lines at that point? Kind of neat if you could just do that. I guess you can't, though. Just like have it service that area. Whatever. We need it to be going to the industrial areas. Just have it travel the entire way around. Where was the connection point here? Yeah. Probably not the best bus routes ever. It does seem like you should be able to connect to other routes, though, and it's very strange that you can't. I wonder if there's like a route management feature that I haven't properly looked at. Yeah, if we could not use stupid terms like SJW in the chat, that would be great. You already know my opinion on that shit. We don't label people here. It's not even remotely fair. I'm going to take a quick break. I need to go get a drink, and then we'll play a little bit more of this, and I'm going to wrap it up because I have other things to do today. We have the podcast coming up, of course, which is going to be at 2:30. Alright, I'm going to take a quick break, and then I'll be back with a little bit more cities.
The messenger is standing at the gate.
No, that's a bad piece of music. No. Let's try something better. Like this. Alright then, let's do a little bit more cities, shall we? Okay, so the residential issue has been solved quite nicely, and we've kind of figured out what the optimal setup is. And now we can properly plan the roads. Why is this? I decided not to connect this for some reason. I guess it doesn't really matter. There's not actually enough traffic down there to justify not doing it anyway. Now I'm told, apparently, and they need to solve that typo right there. That's wrong. That is not a real word. I've seen no natural disasters up to this point. If it is possible, then I don't see a way to do it. They might add that as a DLC, who knows. Alright. Well, we're in need of more everything by the looks of it, so... start to maybe expand our industrial areas around here. I'm half tempted just to knock down a bunch of this residentials. That's clashing with something. There we go. Which gives us a bit more industrial space to work with. I don't really care if they mind that there's a bunch of industrial stuff here. That can be the kind of lower income area. We need space. Is TV min-maxing? Does it look like a min-maxing? Does it have a better game engine? Well, it's a silly comparison. All I can tell you for a fact is this game runs perfectly. Like, there's no performance problems of any sort, at least at this size. So, but this is not a big city, so I have no idea where it's going to go from there. Alright, we should probably expand our education here. Another police station probably wouldn't go amiss either. We're actually looking pretty good on the crime. Our crime rate is literally 0, so I guess we do not need more of that. We do have massive fire hazards, so that probably needs to improve. So we'll pop a fire station here, and then we're going to think about more education for this area, because this is not particularly well educated. We'll pop that there. New piece of land available for purchase. Take that over the highway. We could just buy this area. It has some natural oil resources, apparently. There we go. I'll probably just expand down there if I want to build more industrial. Alright, so that's some of the educational issues resolved here. We might want to try and increase land value around here. We could build a paradox plaza if we wished. Improves this area. And then we think about maybe a large park up to the top. Large playground or large park. Plaza with picnic tables. That's expensive. But it would certainly increase the land value up here. There we go. Everyone wants to live around this area. And then we can... Do I want to put a low density commercial? Probably like here and here. And then continue to have that built up as residential. I really want to run a road down the center of this. There's a lot of land being... Oh, interesting. Now you can have 2 lanes with roads. 2 lanes of roads, sorry. 2 lanes with trees. We should upgrade that. That will increase the land value. Add trees. Now everyone is slightly happier with the roads because there are trees on them. They cost a bit more. But they certainly seem to help matters. We can actually just run this on all of it, I think. Just upgrade them all. Oh, you can actually drag it as well, so that's actually nice and easy. There we go. Now you have trees. That should push the land value up for everything. Oh, now we have massive power issues, which probably didn't come from the trees. Think about advanced wind turbines, but they're not going to generate anything. We had a bunch more space here that we can have much better wind turbines. So why don't we just do that? And then we'll just run a power line across. There we go. That should solve our problems for the time being. Power issues are being resolved. Now, I thought we had good fire coverage. Apparently it wasn't quite as good as we initially thought. In fact, we could probably use one here. Yeah, well, I don't think we even needed 4 lanes on a lot of the streets anyway. There's not enough traffic there to justify it. This, I mean, this is very busy, but... Is this all 6 lane? I did get this right, didn't I? Yeah. I was gonna say I already have that, but this area, this middle area is still very, very busy. I'm sure there is a trick to optimal traffic. I'm not the one interested in finding out what that trick is, however. What's the land value around here? It should be pretty high now, right? Educate more citizens. Okay, so we need probably a high school in this area. This should service this whole area, right? That was costly. Education is not cheap, but that should hopefully increase the land value. And then we can start to work on this. Any new policies we can have a look at? Oh, we could boost education. How much are we making off the public transportation? Fuck all, basically. So I think free public transportation is entirely fine. We're only making like 500 from it anyway, and that should increase use of public transportation, which will allow us to deal with a lot of these congestion issues. Now, if we were to add another bus station somewhere around here, then I imagine we're going to need 30 grand for that, but we can get that. Yeah, it's the Paradox Plaza. They made a building called the Paradox Plaza, which is apparently where all the gamers gather. So there you go. Which is curious, because gamers, of course, are dead, so I'm not really sure how that could be. So maybe they should be gathering in the cemetery instead. I think I want to relocate some of these to get better wind results out of them. Is there any that are giving like 3 megawatts? Apparently relocating is actually free, I think? Which is surprising. They get 5 megawatts out here. 6 megawatts if we put it here. Not sure if that's... Yeah, it seems like it is connected. Eventually we could just move all of these out of the city. Yeah, you're getting 5 megawatts, which is a bit better, and then just turn this into an industrial park. The sound is working fine. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Yeah, let's just get them all out, if we can. Get them outside the city. Even then, we're getting an additional megawatt out of each one, so... Apparently there is a relocation cost. Okay, but it's not... Yeah, there is, but it's not too bad. It's probably worth... Nice thing about having a lot of space is you can be suboptimal with it. Of course, a lot of people are going to be like, that's a sin and you should be optimal with everything, but... As someone who is not a known giver of fucks, I'm okay with that. And then we can turn this area into a big industrial park. Oh, we're needing yet more residential. Why the fuck can't I move this now? For some reason I now can't click on these. Weird. That seems like a bug. Yeah, it's not letting me click on the 3 remaining wind turbines. Ah, apparently things near borders are currently bugged and not clickable, and they're going to fix that. Okay, so that's a bug. Good to know. Let's set up a proper road here, and then we can turn this area into industrial. Don't want to upgrade, I want to build. Let's keep an eye on the space requirements. I guess once you get used to this, you'll be able to build it exactly right every time. I think that's correct. Might be wrong. Make sure we make use of this space as efficiently as possible. That's correct. Yep, I am aware that we need more residential. I will be working on that. There we go. We can move this, right? Yeah. Pop this somewhere a bit more useful. now this area can all be zoned for industrial. Not that we really need that right now, but we will in a bit, once we have people. Lots of space for new industrial activities. But yeah, the game is not out yet. It's not out for a week, so... What do you mean we need more residential? We literally have this entire area zoned for it. Oh, that's wrong. Oh god, how do you dezone? Alright. Like, is it because I think it's because I changed that road, isn't it? You were just building that, and now I'm going to knock it over. There we go. Now shit's building. Now I'm going to break it all, but hey, that gives me more space for more residential. Lovely. Yeah, that's something that maybe needs fixing. What is going on here? Low land value for the pharmacy. Okay, we can maybe improve that for you. Not really sure why the pharmacy gives a fuck about low land value, but hey. I don't feel. Well, we've got space for a plaza right here. That might help. Did I just demolish the pharmacy? I believe I did. Which, as it turns out, is a good solution to the land value problem. Now they won't complain anymore. Taxes too high. Bullshit. Taxes are fine. It's like one person whining. Well, yeah, there are... Of course there are two high schools down the road from each other. That's where most of the residential area is. You maybe want another one down here. Currently, though, they're all accessing this area anyway, so it doesn't really matter. They're all well educated, so they don't have to worry about it. What we did need is a second high school because we didn't have the capacity. I don't know, you can't do the SimCity thing with little add-ons. That's not a thing that's in this game. Well, currently we are in need of nothing, which makes me think we actually need to lower taxes a bit to encourage growth. Let's lower industrial taxes and then see if we can get industries to move in. Move it down to 10%. Still haven't quite solved the traffic problem. We're looking for, I think, we need to add additional buses in. Let's get another bus station in somewhere. We have one here. Having one in the industrial zone would not be the worst idea ever. This is abandoned, so we can replace it with a bus station. There we go. That should increase the number of buses significantly. Hopefully. Hopefully they actually work. I'm not sure why these were abandoned, really. Couldn't tell you. All I know is they are. Citizens are sick. Oh, we did kind of forget a hospital. We can't afford one. We only have one medical clinic, which, as it turns out, is probably a bad idea. That should solve that problem here. Looks like they're well served by the medical clinic there, so... Well, according to this, we need nothing, so we are getting upgrades here, so that's good. Things are getting built into things that are a little bit more expensive. Traffic seems okay. Do we have bus routes here yet? I don't believe we actually do, not up to the top anyway. Yeah, we have a bus route that runs that way. Could probably run a smaller route up to the top. It just runs this. Oh, that's not going to work, is it? Just run it right into the industrial area. There we go. Buses in use currently 0 from this bus depot, so now it's starting to be used, but I guess we didn't need extra buses. We're still having these traffic issues here. Not sure what we could do to fix that. I believe we can get a subway at some point. Yeah, but we can't get it yet. British bad teeth thing is very interesting, considering dental care in the UK is very affordable, whereas dental care in the US is the most obnoxiously expensive thing I've ever seen. There are two kinds of people in the US, in my experience. People with perfect teeth and people with fucking wrecked teeth. There's no middle ground. I don't want to make the roads one way, that seems too complicated. I'll fuck it up. Surefire way of screwing everything up at this point. Traffic management is not my strong suit. What's kind of annoying me is that they're not using all of the lanes on the road. Like, everyone seems to be getting stuck on this lane. It's like, look at all these other lanes we have. Oh, it's because they're all having to turn off onto that lane. This seems to be one of the main contention points. They're all turning off onto a single lane. So if we upgrade this area here, that should alleviate some of the traffic problems. Hopefully. Assuming we can without knocking everything over, which is going to be difficult. We're going to have to demolish the park. I'm sorry, folks. The park must go. This must be upgraded to a 4-lane, which will solve some of the traffic problems. There we go. Traffic's now flowing a little better because we can use both lanes. There we go. That fixed it. That was the little bottleneck that was wrecking most of it. Probably can't fit a park in there anymore. We could build trees. I don't know if this actually helps. But a lot of the parks are actually obnoxiously large and difficult to fit. I would end up knocking over multiple buildings at one to put another park in there. Let's just cover that area in trees instead. I don't even know if this improves land value, frankly. Not a clue. It looks nice, but... looks like there's demand for residential again. Let's expand out this way. That was a mistake. Do need to be a little bit careful with the mass upgrading thing. We can end up with problems. Fucking up everything. Basically, it messes with your zoning a little bit if you don't do it right. Which causes a bunch of people to move the fuck out, which is not ideal. I should buy this area just so that I don't have to worry too much about this. Can I buy it? I actually don't think I can buy this area now. Yeah, I've got to wait till later. And then I could buy this area which covers all the highway and everything. A little concerned about this connection here. Space already occupied by what? Fucking nothing, I imagine. Then it's like getting this to connect to this for some fucking reason is a problem. Probably because it's too close to that. There we go, we're making it wonky. Screw you guys. That's how it's gonna be. Sorry, houses. I need the space for more houses. You must die so that others can live. There we go. Now, all of this can be residential. Which will just be lovely, won't it? Do we need more medical care around this area? Healthcare availability looks pretty good. Could probably be better. Fire hazard's still an issue. So we can have one on the corner here. Education? Nearest elementary school is right there. Yeah, they don't need any more. They're fine. Yeah, this one's going to be out in about a week for about $30, which seems worthwhile, frankly. Compared to SimCity, this is pretty good. Seems we have a bunch of dead people over here. A dead person is waiting for transportation. Is our cemetery getting a little bit full? No, it's fine. We're just using too many hearses. We need another cemetery, I think. And not enough people are buying fish sticks in this neighborhood. Disgraceful. Relatively disgraceful behavior. A little bit of commercial here, maybe. Give them somewhere to shop. And, oh, did I fuck that up again? Yeah, that one little thing is something that's actually quite easy to screw up. If you upgrade your roads and they end up being the wrong size, then the zoning around that area all breaks. So you've got to fix it. Large playground, serve the neighborhood, and then we might want to think about bus routes. Oh, we can add stops to existing lines. So in theory, what I could do is then expand this to add new stops. There we go. Cool. Now that bus route's a little bit more effective, I think. Not sure if this bus... Yeah, this bus station's actually starting to use some buses, although it's maybe not in the best place. It's not happy, whatever it is. Doesn't have enough workers. Okay, well, we're working on getting you more. You need 7,500 population to get high density zoning. This area's still a bit packed up, isn't it? Not a great deal we can do about that, though. Not without just redesigning the entire goddamn thing. As people accurately pointed out, half of the road isn't actually being used properly. Some people are using this side of the road, but almost nobody. Road design is not my strong suit, I have to admit. Anyway, I think it's probably about time to wrap this up. Yes, I did. Thank you very much. We can knock that over. Actually, there's lots of abandoned buildings. Fuck. But yeah, this game is out in about a week. You'll probably be seeing a lot of Let's Play stuff of it because the embargo on the Let's Play just lifted. They are going to be... reviews are in like a week, but my WTF will be out before that because I already spoke to them about it. They don't consider WTF as a review, so I can put it out whenever I want. 6-lane one-ways would probably be pretty good, yeah. I'm not sure how to really do that. Can you even do 6-lane one-ways? You can. Let's give it a shot. Before we... cannot upgrade. Yep, can't upgrade it. Won't let me. For some reason. Doesn't tell you why. Would be nice to have a little bit more information about why that is. Because I'm not sure what is causing that to be the case. But yes, having this all be a 6-lane one-way would be very useful. But I can't do it right now. I'd probably have to demolish it and rebuild it. Yeah. But as I say, you'll see probably quite a lot of coverage on YouTube of this, because Paradox did get codes out to YouTubers and streamers quite early. So far, I'm liking it a lot. It's a lot better than SimCity from what I can tell. Everything seems to work better. It does seem to properly simulate everything, but again, it's really hard to tell based on initial impressions, because as we already know, the initial impressions of SimCity were very good. And then it took about 20-30 hours for people to shake it down and figure out that actually the game was broken to the core. This doesn't appear to be, but it's hard to say. Hard to say. A little bit more feedback would be nice as to why certain things don't work. Like, the more in-game feedback you can give to indicate why you can't do certain things, the better. Don't just say you can't do it, tell me why. And then I can maybe figure out how to fix it. But as it stands, like, there's things like the one-way system that I don't fully understand, and things that would be nice to figure out there. But you get the idea. I have no ETA on my video. None. I'm curious about demolishing this road and replacing it with one-way now. I'm going to do that before I leave and see what happens. What if we actually demolished... Because the other side just doesn't get used. What if we actually demolished this entire fucking thing and replaced it with one-way? Would that alleviate the problems? Well, it does leave us with the slight problem that we can't connect it here. That would be a bit of a bind. Now, I guess because that's not one way. The thing is, this area has to flow into this. So I'm actually now not sure how to fix this. It sounded like a great idea at the time. But now I can't one-way flow into here. Oh, hang on a minute. No, that doesn't work either. I was thinking, oh, well, if I just then use a normal road, but that doesn't connect either. Okay, so what if I demolish this and then make the last bit not one way? Will that work? No, it won't. I don't remember what I did last time with that section. I can't remember. Did I just demolish it again? Okay, that works. Right. So now that is all one way, so that should maybe solve the traffic problems or break everything. Let's find out. Aha, now people are starting to flow into the rest of the road. This area is now all one way. Which means we now... And now everyone's leaving. Because they fucking broke it again. All of my... This I think was all commercial, which is now gone. So that's nice. Fucking up the road seems to fuck up all of the other stuff, but... It does seem to have... You know... All it seems to have done is given me more cars to fill the road up with. I've unzoned everything again. Fuck me. They can get there. I think it's fine. They can all reach it. Oh my. Oh well. I mean, that seems to have sort of helped a bit. But yeah, the dezoning problem is something that needs looking at, I think. It's like, I don't even know what's wrong with this area now. Now it's rebuilding. After everything just got demolished for no reason. Fun times. Alright, well, that's City Skylines. Obviously, it's a week out, so it's not completely done yet. They're going to need to patch some things, no doubt, fix some bugs. But so far, it's not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. And they're not actually using the whole fucking road. Whatever. I'll figure it out later. I'll see you next time. We've got the podcast at 3, so do remember to tune into that. Our special guest will be Adam Kovic from Funhouse and Rooster Teeth, formerly known as the fellow that ran Inside Gaming on Machinima. And we will be, I think, minus Jesse Cox this week, so it's probably just going to be the 3 of us, but we might have an extra member from Funhouse on instead, so we'll see. Thanks for watching, folks. This was City Skylines, and I'll see you next time.